So let's move on to other things. So y'all had us asked us about DJ Envy and Deuces and Miro, who have a show on Viceland. They were in the Breakfast Club, and you know they were having an interview, and DJ Envy got upset about what they joked about his wife, and this was like maybe weeks had passed. And he was just upset to the point where I've never seen him like that because he's always such a sweet guy. But this time he got real street.
Now, who is Deuces and Vice? Because I don't know who these people are.
They have a show. They talk about topics. They're kind of like us, but they have a bigger budget.
Okay.
And
whereas though we have
no budget.
But it's all right. Because God is still providing.
Amen.
So that's all that counts.
Yes. So... And make sure, did you send that email?
I didn't. I keep forgetting. I may need you to do it because I keep forgetting.
They need just because they got to send you the email and stuff.
Well, what's my... Okay, we'll talk about this afterwards.
Yeah. And we won't tell y'all till y'all just see us, okay? So, they do have shows on, it comes on Viceland. And they talk about the topics and it's funny, it's hilarious. From what I've seen, it's so hilarious. And Envy didn't like what they said about his wife. But they were like, we were joking. He's like, I want y'all to apologize. It got to the point, Envy got so heated that he walked out the interview. And I still ain't watched the whole interview.
Now, I'm sorry to keep cutting you off, but I have to ask this question. Who is DJ Envy's wife that these people are making comments about her?
I heard she was on one of the Housewives series. I don't know her. I've seen her on The Real with her and Envy talking about their relationship and how they were like...
So she is not just his wife. She's also somebody who's doing her own thing as far as moves in the industry.
Yeah, but
I'm thinking like, well, why would somebody even be interested in his wife?
I don't pay no attention to DJ Envy, okay?
I don't pay...
But yeah. Well, I mean, I pay it sometimes.
Listen.
Because he be having some scandals. So...
Nothing like that one who was up there with Bimbo Winehouse.
No, not like that.
Huh?
Mr. C?
Yeah. You remember that? Yeah.
Oh, now that was a scandal.
And then I saw an interview with Mr. C on YouTube
I think,
where he was talking about it.
Yeah,
he was talking about how he was smart man
to
come out to his grandmother and all that. Yeah.
So he likes girls who dress up.
A lot of guys nowadays do.
Yeah, and he's admitted it. And yeah, so shout out to Mr. C. But yeah, so DJ, my thing is this, DJ Envy. If you really know them or y'all cool or if you know some type of thing like with them, if you didn't like what they said on the show, you could have wrote them or you could have called them because I'm sure you had their number. I just didn't think that was professional to do.
To just walk off.
Especially
when you had them in your house. At your house. You could have got them together in your house. You see what I'm saying? That's your place of comfort. You know, there's no reason why I ever need to interview anybody on the Scorpion show and they ever make me that mad that I decide that I'm going to walk off the set. This is my show. Why would I leave the show because of you? Can you imagine if Wendy Williams would have did that to Omarosa that one time? When they were going back and forth?
Yeah, Wendy better not have got
But see, Wendy read her.
Yeah.
And they told her to come on my show.
And somebody's like, Chaka, Wendy.
Yeah.
Somebody,
because Omarosa was getting her.
Yeah.
She was. Because she's feisty. Yeah, she's feisty. Trump told her. She did. He did. But Wendy had to remind herself, wait, bitch, you on my show.
And I think Wendy was also like, bitch, I'm still in the sneak peek.
Yeah.
I need to get picked up.
Yeah. But that was good. It was good.
Yeah, Omarosa, it worked.
It did.
Thank you for giving my show.
Yeah.
And speaking of Wendy Williams came back today.
But back to DJ Envy now.
Yeah, I'm just tired of
So when was this? Because now I'm at
this was like last week. It happened last week.
They're called Deuces and Vice?
Deuces and Miro. Deuces and Miro. It comes on Viceland.
So was the whole episode
Deuce and Miro. Listen, I don't really know them all like that, so please don't judge me. But I have seen them. My nephews put me onto them. But this situation is only going to do nothing but help them blow up even more because we've never seen DJ Envy blow up like that before. But this is my thing though. You are on the show called The Breakfast Club where y'all joke about everybody under the sun.
And you got somebody sitting right across from you who says some off the wall stuff.
Yeah, and y'all sit there and y'all crack up and y'all laugh and it's amazing and now you are upset about what they said about your wife.
Did we find out what they said about his wife?
Yeah, yeah, but because they played the clip, they was like, well, whatever we say, roll the clip. But it was like one of those things, like, you know how we joke about stuff. Like, that's be like if I joked about Beyonce and we meet her again, and I'm there this time, and I speak to her, and she be like, well, I didn't like what you said about that shit. I was like, wait a minute, what you talking about? You went to roll the clip. And then she say, Mom, show him that clip that you got in your phone.
But what did they say about her?
I don't remember. But, I mean, I don't have to listen. This is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, because that makes it interesting. Because I don't know why he left. Like, well, what did they say that bad that he believed?
Well, let's find it. I'll find it. Let's find it. Because
I thought you knew.
Because, listen, I really don't care about this Put Your Show.
What are you talking about?
I'm giving my opinion about the situation. You just don't, I don't care what was said. If you were that hurt by what they said, pick up the phone and call. Don't make it a big scene in the radio station, because it's just not cute. Let me find DJ Envy. But they did make a joke about it. It was funny to me, but everything is not funny to everybody. And then they got the DJ Envy challenge. So until I find the video, let's talk about something happy. Blue Ivy went to the Wearable Arts Gala this weekend. This is the second annual done by Miss Tina. And Blue was sitting there, and Blue decided that she wanted to, what you call that?
They were bidding.
Yeah, bid. She wanted to bid on some artwork. And it got to the point where her and Tyler Perry was going back and forth.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z was over. He's like, you pick that shit up one more. He ain't say that. Because, you know, but they got to be nice. Yeah. In front of the cameras, they got to be
pick it up.
good.
Listen, this is me. Don't pick it up no more. I will whoop your ass with that paddle if you pick it up again. Try me if you want. Come here. Come here. Don't do it again. You hear me? Don't do it again.
And you know you got to say it like with his closed mouth, because you don't want the press to that to be first. Yeah, the first.
You got to do like that. Come here. If you pick that paddle up one more time, I'll whip your ass. Now sit down. And then you follow.
Yes. A mess. So yeah.
That's how my mother used to do me. Don't do it again.
So Blue had a little fun, and she did get a chance to bid on something, and they donated $10,000.
I didn't realize it was Star Jones that was up there.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, she looks really different.
Shout out to Star.
No, she looks good different.
Not to me. I mean, I knew it was Star, but I didn't like her outfit. I just didn't like it.
Because, you know, usually I'm used to...
Yeah.
Because I got... She breathes so heavy. Yeah.
Oh, don't do Star like that.
I'm just saying, because that's because, you know, that's really the only time I really recognize her is when she's breathing like that. I feel like they need to fix that. It's not funny. I'm not joking.
Maybe it's something with
I think it's after that surgery, Kevin.
Gastric bypass.
You can't tell me you don't notice her breathing hard when she talk now.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Watch her.
And it's always like, because, you know, I went to... It's like, oh my God, Jesus.
Donald Trump got it too.
Donald Trump has dry mouth.
Yeah.
Cotton mouth, or whatever.
Whatever it's called. Because he breathes very heavy. I think he's on something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna admit it. But Donald he be high. He be up there. He be taking something. Talking about he lives a straight edge life. I don't believe it. And he's very scared about what's going on. It's a lot going on. And this White House is so petty. You fire a man 2 days before he is set to retire and he can collect his pension, and you fire him. Take that away from him. They are all going to get it back. And if you fire Mueller, and you said you want him to do it.
I don't want Donald Trump to fire Robert Mueller, but I want him to fire him so that if he fires him, this can be Donald Trump's way on out. Because now it's like, okay, motherfucker, why would you, because the Republicans are saying, listen, Donald Trump, we back you, but if you fire him, this is your funeral. Your funeral. And I want it to be his funeral. Because I got a suit all laid out.
Yeah.
Okay? I got these nice glasses, I got these nice shoes, nice cufflinks. I want it to be his funeral.
Yeah, and then we got to worry about Michael Pence. And I don't really know, still don't even know how
Let me tell you something. Mike Pence, he's bad, he's real bad, but he will not win in 2020.
No.
He won't. Because he has no charisma. He's like a male version of Hillary Clinton.
A robot.
Yeah, he's a robot. He has no charisma. I was voting on Hillary Clinton because of her what do you call it? Her resume. Yeah. She has and she knew what she. Yeah. But we all know she didn't have no charisma.
But you know what? When I look back now, Hillary Clinton is petty too.
Yeah, she's not petty.
She always has an excuse for something, and I can't take that. When you've done something, you know you were wrong in it. You gotta stick to that and keep it the fuck moving. You lost Stop coming up with all of these reasons why you lost. We know it was a lie. You and Donald weren't the strongest candidates. A lot of people didn't vote for you because they did not like you. And plus, you are a woman, which I think is wrong of people to not vote for you for. And y'all don't have the best track record. Like, it was a lot going on, but I just like, bitch, anybody but Donald.
But I honestly believe
he got those people
that
to vote.
If I honestly believe that if Bill Clinton were to run again, if it was Bill Clinton, he would have won. First of all, Bill Clinton has way more charisma than his wife. Bill Clinton, I just keep going
with
back
all
off.
of these scandals going on.
Yeah, but Bill Clinton, but you got to remember too. Excuse me. Well, no, because look at Donald Trump.
Yeah,
he won.
Yeah, you right.
All the scandals around him.
Oh, but you know, but for the Republicans, they will dig a Democrat down.
But they sure will. But see, this is the thing. When Bill Clinton left the White House in 2001, Bill Clinton left at a very high approval rating. Not only did he leave at a very high approval rating, but he left this country in a surplus. We were not in a deficit. When he handed the keys over to George Bush on January 20th, 2001, he left this country, he handed it over in a good, even after that whole Monica Lewinsky thing, he still left on a high note. Because Bill Clinton was somebody who went in there and he did what he needed to do. And there wasn't a lot of things that he did right. We all know that, especially with the whole mass incarceration thing. We all know that. But there was things that Bill Clinton did and people say, you know what? And then not only that, he was a very likable person as well. Bill Clinton, and still is a likable person. Yeah. Still is. Somebody like Donald Trump, Bill Clinton would have whooped his goddamn ass in the face. But see, the thing about it is, Hillary Clinton didn't have the charisma that her husband has. And still has. Yeah. Because Bill Clinton is still much liked by a lot of people. She don't have that charisma. She didn't have that pulling you in and having a conversation with you and making it feel like you knew me forever,
more
like her husband.
Scripted.
Yeah, she didn't have that like her husband did. She and it's sad, but it's true. It's very much so true. And you can say what you want to say about Bill Clinton. You can say, oh, but he did this wrong. But as far as his personality, he had the personality. A way better personality than his wife. And he still does. And I still like to see him in interviews because I feel like he's a very good speaker. I just like to watch Bill Clinton.
You know who I like in interviews who I can't believe I'm about to say? George Bush.
Yeah.
I like him in interviews. I watched him on this interview with Jimmy Kimmel. I did not know that he paints and all of that stuff.
Oh my God.
It was a nice interview.
And I feel like George Bush's interviews today, like now that he's out of the White House, he's way more comfortable. Because he's like, bitch, that ain't got nothing to do with me no more. I've been out for like 8-9 years now. This ain't got shit to do with me. But I think that with George Bush, he is. But I learned that a long time ago when he was president that he's painting. And he actually is a very good painter. And he had some of his stuff being sold a long time ago. But, you know, it just goes to show you there's a lot about some people that you just don't know. You just don't know. But I agree with you. And I really do think that George Bush, Barack Obama, and Bill Clinton all get together and talk about Donald Trump. I really do. I do.
You can't sit with us.
You can't sit with us, yeah.
I'm sure.
You can't sit with us.
I over there with George Bush was saying, like during the what you call that? During the inauguration, when he was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
like,
but not only that too. Donald Trump had something to say about all three of them. He had something bad to say about George Bush. He had bad things to say about George Bush's brother. He had bad things to say about Hillary Clinton and her husband. He had bad things to say about Barack Obama. They don't have nothing to do with that man. Yeah. And then when George Bush's dad came out and said that private luncheon where it got out what he said, I'm voting for him, I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Why would I vote for Donald Trump? The things he said about my son, why would I vote for him?
Yeah, and that's true.
And it's true. I want to vote for him.
Yeah, and that's why I find it crazy that Ted Cruz is still out here supporting the president. Yeah. He talked about your wife.
And he talked about his wife. But
did y'all get your Beyonce tickets?
Really?
Yeah. Get y'all tickets because they selling out. Trey Songz. Trey Songz has a not sexual allegation. He has a physical abuse allegation against him that went down NBA All-Star Weekend this year, back in February. And this girl claims that she got her ass beat because he thought that she was talking to another man.
But that wasn't his girlfriend, was it?
No, it wasn't his girlfriend. It was just someone that was with him. And he beat her up. I don't know. Allegedly. It's alleged.
Yeah, allegedly beat her up at the party? Or
at the party, in front of people.
That nobody recorded.
And nobody recorded. Nobody stopped. And, yeah, I mean, she got bruises. Somebody did it. Right. But, you know, now this is the only thing I'm going to say. I thought that when I looked at the bruises, I thought that maybe they would look fresher. Because if you want to have blue marks, they are blue. Like you can see the marks on her, but they look like they were faint. I don't know, but if Trey Songz, if you are this person, you deserve everything that you're getting now. Trey Songz took to Twitter today and said, "Yeah, my lawyers really don't have me been silent. I've been silent."
That's because he had turned himself in.
Yeah, he said, "I'm not guilty." He said, "I'm not." He said, "I'm not guilty of this." No, he said, "I'm not guilty," basically, and he's went against his lawyer's wishes. But you know, the girl had Lisa Bloom, who is the daughter of Gloria Allred. There is a documentary on Netflix called Seeing All Red or All Red, whatever it's called. It's all about Gloria Allred and why she is the way she is, and it's so good. And they even show her when she grew up in West Philly or Southwest Philly. She talked about all of that. They start from the 70s to where we are now.
Check that out.
It is so good. If you don't like Gloria Allred, this documentary will change how you think of her. It's called Seeing All Red. That's what it's called. So yeah, that's what's going on with Trey Songz in the world. Chaka Khan fucking tried it. Okay, now we know Chaka Khan. Every woman, her back in the day, she was with a group, stuff like that. She could sing. She's one of the best singers, like from her time, that's still out today, and never hear about no auto-tune problems. But when you see Chaka, sometimes she looks like she's on. And Chaka had a problem, like on alcohol. Or on drugs. Remember, Chaka told you back in the day.
Yeah,
but
listen, I don't want to think about that. Because she's too damn old to still
she looks, yeah.
If she is. Allegedly, if she is.
But no, I don't think she's doing drugs, but she definitely was doing something. Because she was forgetting the words of her song. This is supposed to be like a Jazz in the Park festival in Miami, Florida. And people were so upset. They were leaving, and people were recording their outrage of being upset.
Of being upset.
Yes. So Chaka Khan, people said no. Chaka Khan just been under the weather. It's not like that. But baby, when you look at the video, it's bad. It's horrible. Like Chaka's barely singing. It's kind of like how you felt about when Tony Braxton there and some people were leaving, but it was worse because she was not singing the words. She was just up there, and.
My cousin's pregnant.
Congratulations. Who is she? I ain't gonna say. What I'm saying? Bitch, what's her name? What?
Don't say
That's why I was like, wait a minute. No. Yes, I did. This is a mess. I'm like, what's her name there? Mess. Chaka.
That's my new girlfriend. Yeah. Whenever I see her in the summertime now, I'm like, what's up? That's
Bring her on the show. Let's have a good laugh. And Aretha Franklin has to cancel a couple of her shows because she has to be under doctor's order. They say, girl, sit down for 2 months. And Aretha is supposed to be doing her farewell tour. I'm not sure she's going to be able to finish it, but she's turning 75 in a couple of weeks. So shout out to Aretha Franklin. Cynthia Nixon, who plays Miranda on Sex and the City, she will be running for governor of New York, and they will be having a Democratic primary. She's going against Andrew Cuomo, who is the current governor of New York. And a lot of people seem to be backing and supporting her. And if she goes on to win in November, she will be the first woman and openly lesbian to run the state of New York as governor. So shout out to Cynthia Nixon. Neffe wrote an open letter to Keisha Cole. Now, I'm not going to read that letter. If y'all want to go find it, go to the shade.
Yes, I love it.
But I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you really wanted to apologize to your sister, you should have picked up the phone and called her and not put it out there into the public. And one of my friends,
Kevin, you better fucking preach.
Yeah.
And I think I know what you're about to say because when I screenshot it, and one of your friends' comments was
and then I put child.
Yes.
Because I ain't got time for that.
Yes, me neither.
Like, that's so fake and phony. And so, you know what Keisha Cole did? She posted a picture of her boyfriend. And then under the caption, I love you too, Neffe, blah, 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 blah. And then she wrote about her boyfriend, how he makes her happy. She said, bitch, I've been forgave you. I've been forgiving mine. But, you know, it's just best, baby, that she loves her sister from afar and not get with the bullshit. But no, Keisha Cole got her own bullshit. She can't take on her moms and her sister and then their children and then the other sisters. Like, Keisha Cole took care of that whole fucking family. And we've seen it for years. And it was one of the best shows on TV.
Yeah. It was one of the best train wrecks I've ever seen in my life.
You couldn't stop the train from...
No. It was like, is there anybody driving this train? No.
And then they had Frankie and Neffe had their own show.
No, I never watched that.
I did.
Because after the first train wreck, I said, no. I can't do now I feel guilty.
Oh no, ain't nothing wrong. Bitch, people watch Love and Hip Hop every weekend. That's a train wreck. And then they got the new season of...
No, but that's a train wreck of fake people, of fake rich people, or fake famous people trying to pretend like their lives are all this. But this was a train wreck of people who you know should not be on TV, but they should be on the Y'all Fix My Fucking Life.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
even, I don't even know if Y'all even wants to fix that. Because it's too much. And they might be putting it on for the cameras. And if any of them try it with Iyanla, you know her son is on set. So a lot of people
said, I don't even know if Iyanla was to fix that. Because I don't think it was fixed the left first time.
No. No. And then that girl and her family from 2 weeks ago who were on, they claimed that, oh, it wasn't real. And then Iyanla's son threatened, they said Iyanla's son threatened the girl. Now let me tell you this. My mother is, because my mother is 71. If my mother is doing the job that Iyanla does, and your daughter gets in my mother's face, and mind you, I only have one parent left. Right. So if she thinks she's going to put her hands on my mom, bitch, I'm going to put my hands on you. So you damn right. You damn right. You damn right. Male or female, if you jump in my mother's face, and I'm standing there... You think I'm gonna say, oh no, come on, no, stop. Hold on. Because you know, who the fuck you Iyanla reminds you that she's from Brooklyn. Okay? I'm from New York. It didn't get to the point where Iyanla's trying to stop me. No, who the fuck she thinks she's talking to? My mother came here to help you, bitch. Okay? Now that's bringing the fucking one down. I'm getting her face. Oh! That's just like that one time my sister was getting in an argument with this one guy. I called this guy on the phone because I couldn't. I think I remember that. This was a long time ago. My mom, I didn't even know my mom was on the porch. She was coming in the house. And I mean, I was cussing this guy the fuck out. Where are you? Tell me where the fuck you at. My mom came in the house. Her eyes was as big as a raccoon. Who are you talking to? Listen. Don't say nothing right now until I finish handling this. You know, because that's how I feel. Like, you ain't gonna talk to my sister or my mom. Like, who the fuck you think you are? As much as my mother get on my nerves, but you are not gonna talk to her like that, especially not while I'm standing right there. And I better not find out about it. Hell yeah. So if I was her son, I would have threatened her ass too. Now all of a sudden it was fake. Yeah, okay. And Iyanla kept telling them, y'all don't have the tools to do what I need. Trust me, that wasn't fake. No, that was all. Because the father is not. Look, they had their whole family on camera. Yeah. And you could tell that the blind is leading the blind. Yeah. And it's just so sad to see. It's so horrible to see. The father, like, oh, I don't even want to talk about it no more. So Neffe, that open letters, girl, bye. Neo caught the heat over the weekend. Posting about, let me just go to his Instagram. He posted about, he wants songs to go back to the 90s. Let me show you. Let me have all the tea, because, you know, I got to make sure I get this right for somebody to say, you ain't telling the whole story. We got to make being faithful to one woman cool again, like 90s R&B songs. That kind of love needs to come back, because this grown boy stuff is corny. And a lot of people went in on Neo about his past. Oh my God! Sorry, real quick. Did you say something? But I'm gonna tell you what she commented on. Wait, hold on. Let me show you what she commented on. Mikhail! You better hold down flag your video. No! Y'all go to Mikhail's Instagram, y'all will see it right away. The balls were swinging. And baby, you didn't think the balls would be swinging there. She didn't give me that illusion at first. And see, that's never mind. Mind your business, Kevin. Yes, I know. But I'm gonna get into what Neo said, because we got my wrestling coming on soon. He said, I love how as soon as I post something about being a good man or the evolution of, somebody wants to bring up what they think they know about my past relationship. It's sad that some are still holding on to a past that isn't even accurate, especially considering the people who've actually involved been moved on. I've never claimed to be a perfect man, but I've also never forced a woman to do anything ever in my life. I can't wait till we get to the place where people do a little research just believing anything they are presented with. Then he goes, I need anybody who's still who they were 7 years ago to step forward and then have 7 suits. If your logic is real, then babies don't grow up, caterpillars don't become butterflies, and nothing ever changes. It's like y'all want to be so mad at something that you've completely disregarded evolution and grew. And so for the last time, I did not force anyone to tie their tubes. I did not leave the mother of my first 2 children for my current wife. I didn't even meet my wife until a year and a half after me and the mother of my first 2 children split up. Have I cheated? Sure. Have always been a good man now. But what I have learned and grown with the experience, situations, and circumstances into the kind of man my wife can be proud to call her husband. Damn right I have. We all go from somewhere. We are not defined by our past mistakes. There isn't a human alive worthy of passing judgment on another. Not one of us is without fault. So before you judge the messenger, look in the mirror. If you're that bothered by the message coming from me, then focus on the messenger, not the messenger. I'm out here trying like everybody else. Much love and God bless to everyone.
Why do these celebrities feel...
He got in his feelings for no reason.
Yeah, because I feel like it gets to the point now, and I know some of y'all hate when I do this, but why can't they just be like Jay-Z and Beyonce and just shut the fuck up? Or put it in your music. Mm-hmm. This is unnecessary. That post that Neffe did was unnecessary. Yeah. Y'all they invite people into their private lives by doing things like this, and then get upset when people comment on their private lives. Yep. If you don't invite people by posting stuff like this into your private life, then that means that you're not giving these people the opportunity to do that. You see what I'm saying? Because my friend taught me this, and I'm learning. When I post certain things and I see certain people leave comments like I feel like a little vulgar under my pictures, I think to myself, when did I ever give you permission to leave that under my picture?
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Yeah, like, or saying like nasty stuff. And sometimes it's guys. Mm-hmm. And I'll be thinking to myself, when did I ever give you the permission to leave that under my picture? Yeah. You don't know me. So you should be a little bit cautious of leaving something like that under. And I instantly delete the comment. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like, because you don't know me. And I don't want you to ever feel like you know me that well to say certain things under my picture. And I feel like with people like Neo and Neffe, when y'all invite people into your private lives, then it gives people the opportunity to leave comments. Don't leave no comments about what's going on in my life and in my family. Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah, but people want to do it all the time. That's why sometimes like, I don't want to share.
But see, I don't blame the people.
Then they try to throw it against
I don't blame the people. I blame people like Neo. Because y'all are inviting them in. Y'all are inviting them in. Neo, you are an excellent, amazing songwriter. Something like that, if you feel like you need something to say, then put it in the fucking song. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then release the song and then never comment on it. Have people thinking what they want to think. But why do you feel like you need to let people or need to validate yourself to people that you don't even fucking know?
Yeah. And I think he's trying to go back to the wrong era, because I think the music of the 60s and 70s with the guys singing all of their love songs to the women, that was like one of the best fucking times.
Which era did he say he wanted to go back to?
The 90s. The 90s R&B era.
But that's because Neo grew up during the 90s, just like we all grew up in the 90s.
I love the 90s, but I mean, when I go back and listen to those old songs and watch them songs, they songs were way better than what the fuck is out now.
That's because their songs had meaning.
Yes,
they were singing about.
They were love songs, and they loved women. Like,
but the same time, in Neo's defense, a lot of the 90s songs in R&B were love songs too. I think that was the last generation where you got real love songs.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Now, I agree with you, but I think going back to the 60s is a little bit too far. I think the 90s is something, because Neo grew up in the 90s, he can appreciate what was going on because he actually grew up listening to it, just like you and I. Nowadays, you don't hear no songs about love. If anything, if females are singing the songs, it's about the man cheating on them. Yeah. And if a guy is rapping about or sleeping with a married man, your man is my man on the weekends, and then you share.
Y'all know that is my song. It took me a long time to catch on, like just to find out what the hype about her. You trying it, but I like her.
Let me tell you something. I'm not sharing nobody with nobody, because the weekends is gonna always be mine. Okay. And Monday through Friday, you better. If I can't see you,
because I have needs during the week as well.
Yeah. Tuesday might be the day where I say, you know what, I need to go get something.
Yeah, or go to the or have a lunch break. Or or something.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Let's FaceTime real quick.
Ain't nothing like a good old FaceTime.
I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, all the time.
No.
A mess.
Yes, you are. So are the ones that are doing it with you.
Yeah, but I like them though. Anyway, let's change subject. So there's been some bombings going on in Austin, Texas. If you live in Austin, they're like, bitch, don't even go out in the street. People don't even pick up the packages. If you see something at your house, call the law enforcement. If you know you ain't ordering no package, don't even pick it up. But this time the bomb was like on the roadside or something like that, and they blew up like some bicycles, but they survived. But
what was that in Texas when the old lady got the package?
She survived that, but they said she's severely injured.
Didn't her grandson get injured too? I thought somebody else.
Yeah, somebody else got hurt. They thought it was like a family member, but they got bombed as well. So they thought at first it was like a race incident, but then these white people got blown up. They like, oh no, they don't.
Well, we know who's doing it.
Yeah, well, it better not be your brother.
No.
Can you imagine?
Because I'll go there in Texas and whoop his ass with their guy. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Let them do that. We don't do stuff
But you know what? I don't even want to, they're asking, I guess, the bomber for help. Who are you, or what are your intentions? Why are you doing what you're doing? And
oh God, this is crazy.
Yep.
This is really crazy. It reminds me of the Son of Sam.
Yeah. What's that Kaczynski guy? Wasn't he the guy that was blowing people up?
I don't know.
Ted Kaczynski. I don't know. Yeah, these people. Like I like watching some of it, but that's just weird.
What's on the notes?
Yeah, the last thing is 50 Cent and Vivica. I'm gonna let you
50 fucking cents and no, not 50 fucking cents. Vivica fucking A Foxes with an S. So apparently she's writing a book, or she wrote a book, and in the book she talks about her relationship with 50 Cent and how good his dick was. Well, 50 Cent got a whiff of this, and he went off. He got a whiff of this, and he went off today, and he's not happy about Vivica Fox still talking about this after 14 years. And he also got upset with a lot of fans who were basically cheering this on, well, female fans cheering this on, saying, oh, you got some good dick. And 50 Cent made a video, and he talked about how he felt like it was somewhat of a double standard, because his whole thing is, I don't give two shits about Vivica Fox no more. That was 14 years ago. I don't want this woman talking about my sex life. I don't want her talking about how good my dick was. She needs to move the fuck on. But his whole thing is, ladies out there who are cheering on the fact that y'all think that I have good dick, it's sort of a double standard, because if it was the other way around, if it was a man coming to y'all saying y'all would feel some kind of way, y'all would want y'all brothers to beat the man up, y'all would want y'all current, y'all would feel some kind of way. He said, but me, I don't want this kind of attention. I don't want it on me. I don't need this attention on me. I know what I got, but I don't need Vivica Fox. I don't know what the fuck she did, but he really is not here for her. He's just not. And I don't know what he got in his pants, but whatever he got in his pants, she is still whipped after 14 years.
But it's too much. It's too much.
She needs to let it go
for her to be stuck on one
man.
guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out if she had a man since him.
I don't know, but I mean, Vivica shouldn't have a problem with getting the dick.
No, she shouldn't, because she's Vivica Fox. Yeah. But she's probably.
But maybe it was the sex. It was probably beyond more than just having a big dick. It was probably the sex game that turned her out, and she's still talking about it all these years later. And I guess if you are able to experience something like that, hopefully you better keep that person. If they turn your sex life all the way out like that to the point you're still talking about it. But if you do experience something like that and you still with them, don't ever tell your girlfriends, because they are going to want to find out what it's all about. Especially if they get drunk and you're having conversations and your man is around. You know how nasty women can be. And some of y'all. Yeah, and you probably the same too. Yeah, men too. Oh, men definitely. What? Women, y'all think y'all have it worse. Men are the sneakiest, but they just stupid about it. But women go about it the smart way. And you just, like, women are smarter when it comes to...
Have you ever had any friends that sleep with somebody you used to like or talk to?
Yes. Yes. I mean, that's nothing new. I think that's just... Especially with this world being so small.
Yes. This world or the city?
Well, city, the sex world, especially the
How
gay
did it make you
lifestyle.
feel when you found out one of your friends slept with somebody you liked?
It don't make me upset because I probably did the same thing to them. But I'm not. But it's not in a messy way. It's just like it's so the world is so small. Like you can like somebody and be like, oh, I know him, or I messed around with him a couple years ago. So I mean, it's not like when you can get upset.
My question to you is,
like knowingly slept.
No,
like
not you knowingly, but did any of your
friends
friends knowingly know that you liked or dealt with this particular person?
slept with someone? Oh no, not like that. No, not like that. No. But have they? Yes.
How did it make you feel when you found out?
Ain't nothing I can do about it.
That's not what I asked you.
But it's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna sit there and get upset.
That's not what I asked you.
But you know what? I'm not gonna answer the question. Because you know me, I'm kind of crazy anyway. I'm very possessive.
I'm only asking you this because I was there when it happened. So I know how it made you feel.
I'm very possessive. I will say that.
I know how it made you feel. And you weren't happy. Yeah.
Let's move on.
The book that we could write.
Yeah, and remember that time my friend really tried it.
Which one?
Eddie. Yeah, so you the one that made. Yes, I know, but it's been a lot of that one right there. Now that one right there, that was being messy. That fucked me up for a couple of days. All I could do is sit in my room. Because I was like, yes, because here I am.
Here I am.
Like, I'm like, you really digging somebody and they know you did the thing, but they don't know you from YouTube.
Wait, I gotta tell you something.
Go ahead, I'm listening. We talking about, wait a minute. Wait, now I know what you, wait a minute.
No, you don't.
Now I know what you're, not that. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm having
You
two.
weren't catching on.
Yeah, but we're talking about the same, no, we're talking about two people with the same name, and we got them mixed up. Now I know what you're talking about.
Now you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I was over.
I'm glad you remember.
Yes.
I wouldn't have to drop no more innuendos.
But see, I had moved on. Like I had moved on.
Oh, so you trying to say I just brought it back up?
Yes, I forgot all about that.
How?
Cause it's just.
Yeah, this one.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I know. But wait. Yes.
Remember that?
Yes, I was upset. Wait. Yes! Yes! Miguel made me so mad now. Bitch!
And guess
Let me tell
you,
you.
standing in the corner and taking it all in. Me. I was just like this.
I was like, when I found out about it.
I was watching. I was just.
Ooh. Let me tell you, that's how good I had moved on because I forgot all about that.
Guess who didn't?
I didn't talk to him for months. Bitch, you tried it.
He tried to. Yeah. And I'm looking at that. Why would you do that?
And I'm like, and I know you knew.
Yeah.
And you want to try that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Bitch,
Yeah.
why would you bring that up?
Oh.
Yeah, flashback. But then I had a messy one saying, no, I'm not going to bring it up because it's rehashing old feelings and we're good friends now. We're still good friends.
And I love the fact that y'all good friends because I love Eddie.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, I mean, I was mad, but we got.
But I
over
watch
that.
him with my third eye.
Not me. You're trying Eddie. Eddie, if you're watching, he's trying you. Get his ass together when you see him. Because we don't even have a fallout. We haven't had a fall. That's the last fallout we had.
Well, that was a big fallout.
Yes, it was.
I don't know. I was there. You were standing here. He was standing there, and the guy was sitting here, and I was right here. It's like,
You ever see?
I was like, oh wow, and you know, and you with me.
You're being messy. It is 2018.
I'm not as messy as they were that night.
Yeah,
at your party.
But see, I didn't. Bitch, I had enough going on with me, my goddamn self. And you think I'm be worried about who you doing? Bitch, I'm worried about what I'm doing. Plus the and then some. Bitch, if you want to play, go ahead and play.
Go ahead and play.
Cause that was a fun night. That was, bitch, that was. Tamar was there.
Right.
Angel from Concrete Loop, like all my YouTube blogger friends was there. Oh, bitch, we had, but that was my 27th birthday party. That's how many years ago that was.
You turned the age that I was last year.
Hey, that was a good, bitch, that was a good, oh, those are flashbacks, throwbacks. You know what, when the young, before we get out of here, something when the young said, like, your life, you start seeing your life when you're between 33 and 35. I definitely believe that. And you start questioning, like, where's the rest of your life going to go? Mm-hmm. And that's where I hate to be so open, but that's where I am. Mm-hmm. And that's why I keep having these conversations with my family, like, this can't keep going on. Because I have to have my life. I can't keep doing this. I just can't.
And not that I can't keep doing it, but I can't keep doing it by myself. Mm-hmm. I can't keep doing it by myself. Because I think that what you're doing now, as far as is concerned, that's what we are here to do, is to take care of those who have taken care of us. And I think that if something were to happen in a bad way, you would regret and say, oh my God, I wish I was able. So thank God that you are able to do it. But I just feel like you shouldn't be doing it by yourself. And I think that those around you who are watching you do it by yourself, they're not appreciating you enough to say, I'm going to step in and help you. Like, I feel like you shouldn't even have to ask. They should automatically do it. First of all, I think you didn't know me at the time, but I think by you being with me for 10 years, you should already get a sense of how close I was to my grandmother. I wish she was still here in 2018. To the point that I feel like she wouldn't even need none of her 10 kids, because I would always be there. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. But unfortunately, she's no longer here. So when I see people who have that grandparent or still living, especially somebody who was in your life, and then you basically just walk on past like, oh well, then that doesn't sit well with me, because somebody who wishes they had their grandmother back, I'm like, come on, are you for real? And then not to mention she raised you. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, raised you.
It's like you get tired of saying all of those. Like, say, right. It's like,
right.
And while you keep just, yeah. So yeah, this was a good video, and it started with Iyanla and ended with Iyanla. Shout out to Iyanla. That's how much it touched me. I'm out the DM.
Shout out to her.
No.
Shout out to her.
Oh, let me get to those YouTube sponsors for the shout outs. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, so, we about to go down the list. Hold on, I gotta refresh the page. Yeah, 32 shout outs about to come out right now. Hold up, y'all. Penny Diva, Tamika J, Ruby Lady 06, Sharmel C, Lola Bradley, Dee. She said, hopefully I get through. I've been trying to get through on every live. And we're having a live this Wednesday. I forgot about that. Nemanja Radicevic. Me, if it isn't too late. No, it ain't too late. Tamika Johnson. Shout out to you, Tamika. Danielle Silston. Micah Renee. Me, love y'all. Brianna Renee. I do. Miss Jones. Me, Thick Madam, 730. Matthew Perry. I'm sure that's not the actor. But he said, I want a shout out. Candace Michelle, not the wrestler. Tiff R. Just Us Handbricks. Brenton Matthew. Yo, what up, guys? Love the show. And if you get a chance to shout me out, we just shouted you out. Jamila Perry. Sophie. Nikki Handy. Shout out to Nikki. And I got to finish reading your husband's book. Brian. Should probably maybe I shouldn't say the name. But anyway, hey, shout out to y'all. Tony's World, Lady Q, Cortland Anderson, Aunt Viv, Brittany Walls, O'Shorny Boy, Raquel Gutter, JJ, Michelle's daughter, and JQ the number 1. Shout out to all of our sponsors. We will see you guys this Wednesday for our March only sponsors live stream. hopefully you guys are able to show up if you are a sponsor. And if you don't want to sponsor us, that's fine. If you want to donate to our live show, which is our 10th anniversary show, I should have said this in the beginning. Hopefully you're still watching. You can go to Mikkel's Instagram and click on the GoFundMe link, or you can sponsor our channel for only $4.99.
And shout out to those who have donated so far.
Yes.
We've raised $1,300. Shout out to y'all.
Yes, and
we appreciate you.
Yes, we do. And the 10th anniversary show is August the 11th.
So we don't have all the details just yet, but you have the most important detail, which is the date.
Yes.
So make sure y'all mark it on your calendar. Make sure y'all here in Philly that day. And when more details come out, which they are coming out very soon, we will make sure you guys have them. Yes. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I'm not sorry to cut you off. But I'm going to say I got to give you my password so you don't forget.
Yeah.
And, because I need to forget.
One more thing. One more thing.
I'm thinking I can't do the green screen.
One more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. So I gave y'all this. If you follow me on Instagram, I gave you guys a new show to watch that I caught up on demand the other day. Jonestown, the women behind the massacre, and it's about the infamous cult massacre back in 1978, where Jim Jones and his followers went over to Guyana, and they poisoned themselves, and it was like over 900 people who ended up dying, or whatever the case may be. Well, this particular program is about the women that were close to Jim Jones, who were there, that helped him behind the scenes. So if you get time, please, it's not on Netflix, it's on cable, on demand, on the A&E network. So you can search it. It's called Jonestown, the women behind the massacre. And it is on A&E, so if you have cable, you can go on demand and, you know, go to the A&E network and see if you can search this program. But it is so good. It's so good. Also, one of my followers hit me up yesterday, and she recommended this. And I actually had saw this a while back, but I forgot to watch it. And one of my followers, she recommended it to me. And CNN did this special about the kidnapping of Patty Hearst, the heiress Patty Hearst, back in 1974. And I just started it yesterday, and I'm already on episode 2, and it is so good. Mm-hmm. So if you have cable, check that out as well. It's on CNN.
Oh yes, I remember them advertising about that.
It's so good, and I'm only on episode 2.
Yeah, and she's supposed to have became a killer or something like that. Well,
she's supposed, you know, had joined them at that time while she was captive or whatever. They had went and robbed this bank. It's just, I'm still watching it, but it's so good. It's so good. So make sure y'all check that one out as well. Okay.
I hope it's the right one. No, that's not the right password. Oh, shit. I wanted to. I'm sorry, yo. So yeah, we gotta go because I'm rambling on. We're rambling on, so we need to go. This shit, mama. Let me just continue with Facebook. F it. I gotta find that password.
Yeah, I need you to.
Oh, this is some. Let me delete this.
Are you sure it's? So what? It's your Hulu is of this? Like, why would it be on that?
Because sometimes I've logged in. Dear God, I've logged in with Hulu before.
Oh, so you remember it now?
I don't remember. It's logged in under my Facebook. I gotta go to my account and see.
Well, yeah, my password not the same as everything. Cause my password, I got 3 passwords that I use for everything.
Because sometimes I be sending my and sometimes, ooh, this password isn't valid. Hold on.
I got a tinkle, y'all. Wait, we done.
Yeah, I know the password now. Okay. All right, you can stop. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all Thursday. If you're responsible.
Where is the stop?
At the back. That's how you feel.